Here's a quick tip about the IRS Form W4. If you're filling out the paper version or an online version through your employer, and you're married filing jointly and you or your spouse have a job and you have multiple jobs. So if you have a job or your spouse has a job or you have two jobs, doesn't matter. If you have multiple jobs, you want to update all your IRS Form W4s at the same time every single time. The reason being is you want to make sure it's as accurate as possible because you don't want to get to the end of the year realizing that you didn't update it correctly and you have a huge tax liability, or you're getting a big refund that you could have gotten earlier in the year in your paycheck. So here's exactly what you want to do. Using the Tax Withholding Estimator, and I'll put a link in the description at the bottom, you want to go ahead and fill this out. I already went ahead and filled it out so I can show you the most important parts to watch out for. But married filing jointly right here. Then on the second page, this is really important. It says, how many jobs will you and your spouse have this year? You want to put in all the jobs, including the ones that you no longer have. So let's say you left a job in, say, January or February. You still want to put it in here so it can calculate the correct amount of withholdings. Because if you scroll down right here, you're going to see a number, and I have two jobs for this walkthrough, and I just threw a bunch of numbers in here, but we can see that it's asking me how much federal taxes paid per pay period and year to date. That means it's going to make the adjustment for us. We don't have to do any math. We just have to put the information in here. So make sure it's as accurate as possible. Go through the adjustment section, the deduction section, and the tax credit section, and then go to the results. And we're going to come back to the tax section in a second because I'm going to show you another thing to watch out for. Now you're going to scroll down on this very last page, and for each job, you're going to see a plus sign. Click on it, and you're going to have a link to the Form W4 for that job. Here is an example. You can see that it's already filled out. Section 4C has $804. Nothing else here is filled out. That means leave zeros everywhere. Just go ahead and put 804. That is it. Either print this out or take that number and put it onto your currently printed out paper version or your employer's online portal. That is what you need to do. Now, as I said before, if you have tax credits, for example, the child tax credit, if you read it over here, it says multiply 2,000 by the amount of children that you have, qualifying children that are under the age of 17. If you had said, wait a second, I forgot to do that, I'm going to go ahead and put that number in there, don't do it. The reason being is over here in the child tax credit section, you can see that we can enter it in here, but if it's taking that information and you entered it correctly here, and it did not put anything in step 3, step 3, then don't put anything in there because it's already making the adjustment for you. It's a huge mistake that I see quite often. That's why I'm making this video, not to make that mistake. Go ahead and update all your W4s and put it in as it is at the very end, and you'll be okay. And that's what you want to look out for. Now, the only thing I'll point out again is to make sure that your information is accurate. So put in the correct amount of withholdings, the deductions, and the credits, and the information will be as accurate as the information that you put into the W4. That's all you need to do. Hope this has helped. If you have any questions or comments on the W4 or anything else, let me know in the comments down below, and we'll see you on the next one.